Well, the Bahamas look tougher than expected, and it is no small part thanks to have a lot of players that drive to the basket. And even those two love to live in the mid-range, and deservedly so. They're killers there. I mean, it's almost unfair to be... I'm going to talk about both players, but staying with Eric Gordon for a second. He's looking like he has a lot more left in the tank than even I thought he did. And I guess what I'm really getting at here is that I think I'm starting to rethink the Suns starting lineup. I love the idea of having this veteran that's a sharpshooter and just really a pure scorer coming off the bench, solidifying it so that when the stars come out, the Suns are still able to continue to put points on the board regularly. But it's really difficult for me to formulate a reason why he's not a better option starting than Josh Okogie, other than maybe defense. But just imagine Eric Gordon in that corner three shooting role, or in his case, anywhere behind the three-point line, even almost Curry deep range. The defense is going to have its hands full, constantly trying to stop the Suns' big three. It will be a legitimate nightmare having to worry about Eric Gordon behind the three-point line being left alone out of necessity because you just can't guard everyone. Okogie, I love him to death, but he doesn't strike that fear in the defense. It would feel like a death lineup, not far off, maybe potentially better than what the Warriors have rolled out. Now, I said the defense is going to have their hands full with the other big three. That could easily be a big four if Ayton keeps playing with this mental edge that he has right now. He had a very impressive 22 points, 15 rebounds, and it's going to be up to Frank Vogel and Bradley Beal to keep him involved and happy so that we can continue to see this resurgence. 2 games in a row now in the FIBA World Cup, he has looked like dominating. And Suns fans, you know what I'm talking about. Yes, he's bobbled the ball a couple of times, and I criticize the level of opponents that he's doing these things against. But I think we can all agree that Argentina is a much more formidable opponent than Cuba. And he rose to the challenge again with an even better performance, all while playing the part of an actual leader. You should have seen him in the huddle. Never seen anything like it. He's talking to everybody, letting them know what's what, like he's the captain now. One of the things I'm most excited to see is it looks like his willingness and ability to take those mid-range jumpers whenever they present themselves is back. He's looking great out there in the mid-range. It's reminiscent of how he looked in his first couple years in the league. At one point, it was his strength, and I feel like it's really tapered off in the last couple years. It's just awesome to see him overall giving the kind of passion and effort that he is. His actions are lining up with his words when he said that it's his mission to put some respect on his name. If he continues like this all season, the Suns are going to be nearly unstoppable. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you guys next time.